There's no Indian batter or an Indian captain in the past or in the history of the game as far as India are concerned that hasn't copped up criticism for either captaincy or their batting. Rohit Sharma is no different. He also finds himself facing some sort of flack, not just at the moment but for a while now, for his form in the ODI format of the game. It is of importance to talk about his ODI numbers because you're looking at the World Cup starting in just about 35-37 days time, and Rohit Sharma now, after all the talk that's been happening with regards to his dwindling numbers in the ODI format of the game, he's finally now talked about why exactly is it that he's only managed to score 300s since the last edition of the ODI World Cup, which had happened back in the year 2019 on the 14th of July. From that point till now as we speak, he's only managed 3 ODI tons. Now what exactly has been the reason and why exactly has Rohit Sharma's average dropped? We will tell you that in his own words over the next couple of minutes. In fact, there are some numbers to suggest as well and show how big the gap really is or what really has transpired in these 4 years as far as the numbers are concerned. Without wasting much time, let's quickly tell you what he says is the main reason for his decline in average. He says that I wanted to take more risks, which is why my numbers are slightly different now. Rohit Sharma now, we know time and again has talked about a new approach, a new template, and he says that we will talk about new templates. It's about playing an aggressive brand of cricket. It is owing to that brand of cricket, he says, that he's had to take more risks. It is the kind of directive that he's gotten from the team management. He continues to get the backing, he says, from the team management, but this is the way they want him to play, which is why Rohit says that his numbers have changed over the last few years. He says a little more about this and let's tell you about that now. Now here comes the main bit. He talks about the strike rate as well. He says when I've gone for an aggressive approach, my strike rate's gone up, but as a result what's happened is that my average has taken a bit of a hit. We will, so stay with us because we will in a short while from now tell you what exactly the difference has been from 2019 till now and also look at his career strike rate as well. So what he goes ahead and says is, he says that my ODI strike rate during this period, so that's the 2019 to the 2023 cycle he's referring to, he says it has increased but my average has dipped a bit. This is exactly what our batting coach, that is Vikram Rathore, was telling me, that you have scored runs because you've scored big runs because of the way that you batted all these years. Remember, the only man to score multiple double hundreds, and he says that in the last few years the big runs have not happened because he has started taking more risks. So the new approach that Rohit Sharma has adopted, wherein you do see him taking an extra couple of chances, dancing down the track and being aggressive right at the top, has come at a bit of an expense, he says, and it is the fact that it's because of this approach that his numbers have changed in ODI cricket. We will be talking about that change in numbers as well, so stay along with us. He also, by the way, goes ahead and says that my career strike rate is around 90, and he's absolutely right. His career strike rate does stand at 89.97, but in the past couple of years, if you look at my scores and take the strike rate into consideration, it has been around the 105-110 run mark. We will put those numbers in front of you as well in case you have any doubts with regards to the numbers that Rohit Sharma has spoken of. So somewhere you had to compromise. It is not possible to have an average of 55 at a strike rate of 110. Now this is the bit where I sort of disagree with Rohit Sharma a little, and you can let me know in the comments section what you have to say about that. But Rohit Sharma is saying that managing about 55 runs and an average of 50 at a strike rate of 110, perhaps we've seen, you know, the likes of Virat Kohli and some of the other cricketers as well who have dominated world cricket for a considerable amount of time. We've seen them have those kind of numbers, but Rohit Sharma feels that it is difficult to have that kind of a strike rate or a strike rate of around 100-110, he says, and be averaging 55 at the same time. Let me know in the comments what you have to say about it. But now let's get down to the numbers that we've been talking about, and these are the two numbers I want to highlight over over here. 101.02. This is Rohit Sharma's strike rate in the 2019-2023 window. But let's just also look at his career strike rate. His career strike rate, by the way, if you see, stands at 89.97, which tells you largely this was his strike rate prior to the World Cup. But then look at the change that's happened. From 89.97, it has now gone up to 101.02. The average, though, as a result, has taken a bit of a hit, because he's now averaging 47.16. Comparatively, he used to average, rather his career average is 48.69. So a little bit of a change here in the average by a run, though it was a little wider in fact. But also you've got to realize the fact that this takes into account his entire cycle from the time that he made his debut, which was back in 2007. So it is this whole change that you see, 89.97, so roughly about 97, you can 87, you can 80, rather 90, you can say, roughly about 90 strike rate. Now that's gone up to 101, but the average as a result for Rohit Sharma has changed. He's averaged 47 in the window of 2019 to 2023. So that is, in his own words, why it has changed. For all of those who've been curious over all this while as to why his numbers are declining, he feels that it is this aggressive high risk approach that is to be attributed to it. He says that I know that if I play the high risk shots, I will get out a few times, but I don't bother. This was communicated to me by the management. This is how they want me to play. He says he has the backing. This is exactly the brand of cricket that the team management wants him to be playing, and Rohit Sharma, for that particular reason, says that he continues to play aggressive, because that is the new template that the team wants to follow, and that's why his average has taken a bit of a hit. His strike rate, as we showed you, has increased as a result from 90, that's gone up to 101, and that's what Rohit Sharma says, and he's tried to explain as to why this new approach and why exactly has the number game sort of changed for him. But he doesn't mind the dip in form. Let us know in the comment section if it is worrying for you indeed that Rohit's only managed 3 centuries from the last World Cup in the run up to this one. Now, of course, you could argue that there's still ODI cricket to be played this year in the build up to the World Cup. But having said that, as things stand, just 300s for him. Let us know in the comment section if this high risk approach from Rohit Sharma is what you'd like to see from him come the World Cup.